Hi everybody, Emily here for HipKit Club. This week we're playing with the mood board from Jana, and I decided to create a full shaker layout. So I'm not talking about creating a shaker element or a little shaker detail. I'm talking about a full shaker layout. It's an idea that's been growing for a little while that I've been dying to try, and the fact that this February kit, the cardstock kit, came with some vellum, I thought it was absolutely perfect for the ID. I decided to pull out of all the elements several hearts. So as you can see at the minute, I'm going through all the ephemeras boxes, the layer packet, and I'm pulling out every single heart. I even pulled out the heart that came from the die cut tags, and I wanted to use these as the little shaker element. I'm trimming the branding strip of the vellum as well as some white cardstock. I went to sew it around 3 edges, then I'm filling it up with the layer heart. And at first, in a very silly way, I thought I'll use the white heart as it is, but obviously you can't see the white heart against the white cardstock. So I went on and painted them with the shimmer paints that came part of the color kit, so the February color kit. And I absolutely love those colors. They're really beautiful, very vibrant, and yeah, I just thought that was perfect. It matches all the layer heart as well that came part of all the ephemeras. And so I went on, painted them, then I dried them with my heat gun. So that's where we're at in the video. Once they're all dry, I'm adding them to my layer page. I realized there's a couple that weren't quite completely dry, but you know, they have that small size where if you put some hair on it, it flies off, it blows away. So I just pressed them between one of my little wipey paper thing and just that removed enough moisture. I also went on and added some sequins that were left over from the June kit. So these are the sequins that came with the June kit 2020. And the colours were, again, perfect for this kit. It was the same kind of blue yellows, same kind of pinks as well. And it just added that extra little element to the shaker page. I thought the hearts on their own, it wasn't enough. It needed a layer extra, layer something to shake around. I then went on to pull off several elements. So I used some of the journaling cards that came with the page kit, and I also pulled out several wordings that came with some of the ephemera pack. I thought this is what I was going to use for my title. I just played around with I looked up what matched the best my photograph. Also pulled a few florals because if you know me, you know that I love adding florals to my layout, and just starting to get towards a direction as to how I'm gonna layer everything onto my page. I've got those strips of photo, that photo booth style strip of photos, and I adore those. Sophia's super cute on it, and I know it's going to take the main focus of my layout. I'm not going to need tons and tons and tons of elements. I'm just pulling whatever think I'm going to want to use on that page. I'm not going to use all of it. You'll see I'm going to edit as I go along. I'm starting to look at how I'm layering everything. I'm happy with those 2 cards and where they are, so I'm gluing it down. You might know that I'm the kind of scrapbooker who glue down layers by layers. I don't preset my entire layout before I glue it. I just go one layer, do I like it? Yeah, like it, glue. Then I do the second layer, like it, yeah, glue. So you can see it's just, I add it with layers. This is where I start to add a little bit of volume to my layout with some double-sided sticky foam pads behind my photographs. Now, because all of those elements are on vellum, I don't want to add too much weight. So I'm keeping it to a minimum for my style. Normally I do load things up a lot more, but I do believe that with all the shaker element behind it, it doesn't need to be heavily charged layout. You might have noticed I've moved the title from the right hand side to the left hand side. I think it works much better on the left hand side, and I'm happy there. I also mount it on double-sided sticky foam pad, except that I just double layer it so that it's one level above, higher than the photograph. So the photograph was already on one layer of foam pad, so now we're on to 2 layers of foam pad, and it's a technique that I use very often to create that volume and to create that depth. I'm applying the same technique with those layer flowers. Same again, double-sided sticky foam pad and doubling the layers so that it's above the photograph. I am playing around with some of the other elements that I think would look cool, and I love those speech bubbles. I think they're super cool. They look really young and modern, dynamic, but they also help draw the eye towards the photograph, because you've got the direction of the speech bubbles, the little wiggly thing at the bottom. I don't know how you would name it. It points towards the photograph, and then you've got the second one that points you back towards the photograph, and it helps your eye go down the photograph, especially this being a strip of photograph. I am balancing the title with a strip of journaling on the right hand side. So this is one of the sticker pad. I thought that on its own it was too long, so I added the blue one below it, simply to guide it back towards the photograph. I added a few enamel dots. I love using enamel dots, but also they are there to hide a couple of stain I've noticed. The painted heart left just a little couple of tiny stain onto the vellum, and I've placed them where those little stains were. I felt that it needed a bit more balance, so I glued down, I've put that little strip of journaling. It's on clear sticker, and I wanted to have it below the title, just to have the title visually resting onto something. It kind of hold the weight of the title, and I glued it onto some white cardstock so that the flower paper doesn't show through it. And as you've seen, it's a shaker layout. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that it gives you some idea on how to create slightly different layout, but still fun and interactive and really cool. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. Bye.